What if the greatest conquerors in human history didn't wear armor, but wore crowns of gold and silk? For thousands of years, history was written by the victors, and mostly by men. But some women didn't just sit on thrones. They bent empires to their absolute will. Today, we unearth the brutal, brilliant, and breathtaking reigns of the three greatest queens to ever rule the earth. Our journey begins in Egypt, 50 years before the birth of Christ, a kingdom on the brink of collapse. History remembers her as a tragic seductress. But Cleopatra was, in reality, a ruthless political genius. She spoke 9 languages, was a master strategist, and the first of her dynasty to actually learn the Egyptian tongue. When her brother exiled her, she didn't surrender. She smuggled herself into Julius Caesar's private quarters to forge an alliance. With Rome's military might backing her, she crushed her rivals and secured absolute power over the Nile. After Caesar's assassination, she charmed his successor, Mark Antony, binding the wealth of Egypt to the iron of Rome. But power is a dangerous game. At the Battle of Actium, her dreams of a global empire crashed against Roman fleets. Rather than parade through Rome in chains as a prisoner, Cleopatra chose death on her own terms. She was the last pharaoh. With her death, an independent Egypt vanished into the pages of history forever. We move east to the golden age of China's Tang dynasty, where a young girl shattered 1,000 years of tradition. Wu Zetian entered the palace as a mere concubine. In the eyes of the court, she was nothing more than property. But Wu possessed a terrifying intellect. She watched, she learned, and she masterfully manipulated the imperial court. To eliminate her rivals, history suggests she went to extreme lengths, even sacrificing her own children to frame the empress. When the emperor fell ill, Wu became the power behind the curtain, ruling the vast Chinese empire in all but name. In the year 690, she did the impossible. She declared herself Huangdi, the absolute emperor of China. Her reign was ruthless. She created a brutal secret police network to purge any nobleman who questioned her right to rule. Yet, for the common people, she was a savior. She lowered taxes, reopened the Silk Road, and promoted officials based on talent, not birth. She elevated Buddhism, expanded China's borders deep into Central Asia, and brought unparalleled prosperity to her people. She died at 81, leaving behind a blank tombstone. Her message? Let history judge my actions for itself. Finally, we travel to 16th century England, a small island nation, isolated, bankrupt, and torn apart by religious wars. Elizabeth Tudor was never meant to rule. Her mother was executed, and she was imprisoned by her own sister. But in 1558, against all historical odds, the discarded princess was crowned Queen of England. Parliament begged her to marry a foreign king to secure the throne. They believed a woman could not rule alone. Elizabeth famously refused, declaring she was married to only one husband, the Kingdom of England. Under her solitary rule, England entered a golden age. Art, theatre, and global exploration flourished like never before. But her ultimate test came in 1588, when the unstoppable Spanish Armada sailed to invade her shores. She rode out to Tilbury, delivering one of the most legendary speeches in human history to her troops. I know I have the body but of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king. Against all odds, the English navy, aided by a ferocious storm, completely destroyed the Spanish fleet. England emerged as a dominant superpower of the seas, laying the foundations for a global empire. Her 44-year reign transformed a weak, divided island into the cultural and political powerhouse of the Western world. 3 different eras, 3 different corners of the world. 3 women who refused to be victims of their time. They didn't just rule. They outmaneuvered, outfought, and outlasted the most powerful men of their centuries. Their legacies carved the boundaries of modern civilization, proving that absolute power knows no gender. History may have been written by men, but it was shaped by the iron wills of these extraordinary queens. Which queen do you think was the most powerful? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover the secrets of the past.